Hello, welcome to this Haber News with me Ashraf Suleiman Khil. The Economic Deputy of Prime Minister says that the export level of Afghanistan has doubled compared to the last 2 years. This deputy added that in order to further develop and standards export processing and packaging zone are being established in Kabul, Kandahar, Herat, Balkh, Nangarhar and Paktia provinces. According to international standards, according to the deputy, currently the country exports to 80 countries in 24 business sector continue normally. Mawlawi Abdul Salam Hanafi, the administrative deputy of Prime Minister, met with the number of journalists and cultures of different provinces. In this meeting, journalists and cultures referring to the creation of available opportunities regarding press activities, protection of culture, preservation of historical monuments by Islamic Emirates, asked the relevant authorities to pay special attention to the field of publishing their works. On the other hand, the administrative deputy of Prime Minister expressed that officials of Islamic Emirate will put efforts in the fields of preserving historical monuments, strengthening and expanding printed and visual publication. The chief police of Zabul province, Qari Salahuddin Ayyubi, met with the administrative deputy of Prime Minister Mawlawi Abdul Salam Hanafi. In this meeting, Mr. Ayyubi informed the administrative deputy of the Ministry of Defense about the activities of the police commander of the mentioned province and the security situation, and people work confidently. Mr. Ayyubi added that they do not allow anyone to undermine the security, and the security forces are ready to implement the instruction of leaders. Mawlawi Abdul Salam Hanafi, the administrative deputy of Prime Minister, praised the efforts of the security forces in the fields of security and welfare and called these forces considered them as obedient to Islamic and national principles. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs Mawlawi Amir Muttaqi met with the former chief of UNAMA and the leaders of SASCO organization Itsuo Adachi. In this meeting, Mr. Adachi emphasized the comprehensive cooperation of the international community with Afghanistan, and for the purpose of mutual cooperation, he officially invited the delegation of the Islamic Emirate to visit Japan. During this meeting, Mr. Muttaqi thanked Japan for its assistance and cooperation with Afghanistan and assured the visit of the delegation of the Islamic Emirate to the mentioned country. This Ministry of Foreign Affairs also explained the foreign policy of Islamic Emirate and the section of the balanced policy regarding the positive relations with the countries of the world. The Ministry of Finance has said in a press release that Turkmen customs officials have prevented the smuggling of various military equipment in an important commercial cargo. The ministry added that the captured equipment includes a 7Z rifle, 7 cartridge clips, 2 weapon stock, and 99 M16 bolts and 2 band clears. The Ministry of Energy and Water, Mullah Abdul Latif Mansour, talked about the water and energy projects in a meeting with the governor of Nangarhar province. In this meeting, the governor of Nangarhar talked about the need of the people of province for the electricity supply projects and requested the attention of the Ministry of Energy and Water in this regard. The Ministry of Energy and Water assured the governor of Nangarhar that problems and needs of the people of Nangarhar will be addressed in the implementation of water and energy projects. Mullah Hidayatullah Badri, Minister of Mines, met with the Governor of Nuristan, Konar, Laghman and Nangarhar provinces. In this meeting, the governors of the provinces, while presenting reports on their work progress, shared their suggestions and problems to improve affairs with the ministry officials. On the other hand, Mullah Hidayatullah Badri praised the efforts of local officials in the field of providing services, and in order to solve the problems, he gave them necessary gifts and guidelines. Sheikh Shahabuddin Dilawar, the head of the Hilal Ahmar Afghani, met and discussed with Mohammad Saeed Al Ayyash, the ambassador of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation in Afghanistan. The press office, this directorate has said Mr. Dilawar asked for cooperation in field of hospital construction, cooperation in the field of medical equipment, and the construction of tent factory, the construction of the hospital of treatment of Herat public patient. The representative of European Union shows concern about the lack of water in Kabul. The office says that drought, air pollution, and overusing water threaten people. On the other hand, however, the Ministry of Energy and Water rejected the report and adds that people in remote areas have access to enough water. More details in report.
Some people are concerned about the lack of drinking water and say the level of water underground is getting down and can't provide themselves with water.
Qalanao city has problems in drinking waters. If government work and build reservoirs and dams and dig wells during the winter, people will have water in about 20 or 30 meters.
In the same time, some residents of Ghor province are facing the lack of water. They want the authorities to find a solution to the problem.
The problems we have in Ghor and district are water. Ghor has problems, especially in Dawlat Abad district, in which I'm living in. Even the city bazaar has not access to the drinking water.
We want from the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan to have attention providing water distribution networks. Because of the floods, people of Ghor are damaged and water distribution networks are raised.
Meanwhile, on Sunday, the authorities of the European Union in Kabul posted on their X page that saving the underground and streams water is necessary and says that this is important for the coming generation.
The drought during the last 3 decades and using the underground water for watering the fields are the reasons that increase the problem of the lack of water in Afghanistan, and in many areas the level of the underground water has gone down.
The Ministry of Energy and Water rejects the report of the European Union and say that in majority of the areas people have access to clean water.
The
European community reported that 80% of Afghans do not have drinking water, and we reject this report. In different parts of the country, our countrymen are using underground water by digging wells, which are healthy water. In cities we have problems because in cities septics are not built on standards, and because of that our citizens don't have access to healthy drinking water.
Environmental protection activists also consider the lack of water in Afghanistan is a serious challenge in the country.
مردم افغانستان من مطمئن نیستم که در این تدابیر چیزی کرده بتانند.
Afghanistan people, I'm not sure if they can something in this part. International community, international organizations, foreign aid organizations have ruled. Because they cause climate to be changed and people are faced with climate change. We have signed conventions with them there. They have vital role in financial resources, technology transferring facilities, transferring knowledge, capacity building, and transferring experiences for other countries.
Experts believe that the drought has negatively affected people's lives in all areas and damaged the agricultural sector, which threatens the food of millions of people.
General Executive Director of Afghanistan Electricity Company Mullah Muhammad Hanif Hamza and Chief Director of the Office of the Prime Minister Dr. Mullah Abdul Wasi visited the route of Qasa 1000 project in Khawak district from Baghlan during their visit to Panjshir province. Mullah Muhammad Hanif Hamza has given the necessary recommendations to the officials of Department of Programs for the purpose of monitoring this project and has assured all-round cooperation for the implementation of the project. This was the news. Thank you for your attention.